I had the opportunity to sit down with one of the nation's most influential, anointed ministers of our time. His name, Frank Henry Stewart, known to his ministry simply as pastor.
Well, I think the ministry got involved in me. I believe that it was something that God did. The Bible's clear that it's something that God calls you to do. It says not even Jesus took it upon himself to do it, but he was called of God. So it's definitely a call by God to do this. I was called probably, I began to realize that God was saying something as a child, probably 8, 9, 10.
After his failed attempts of fighting what God had called him to do, Pastor Stewart gave up a career that could have made him a millionaire to start a church whose first members were his wife and 2 oldest children. That same ministry now has 2 locations and serves over 1,000 members, whom all feel their relationship with Pastor Stewart and his wife has truly changed their lives. I also had the opportunity to sit down with his wife, Jacqueline Stewart. She spoke of what it's like being the ministry's first lady, as well as her first time meeting Frank.
I think one of the most challenging things is being yourself. No matter what you do, you're being watched, through the microscope, and I think some of the things that you may say or do may be taken in a different light versus someone else saying it. My first encounter with Pastor, he says he doesn't remember this, but my first encounter with him was when after service, we had several ministers already in the ministry, and I spoke to him, and I just reached my hand out, to praise the Lord and speak to him, and he just stood there and looked at me. His hand didn't go out. He didn't extend his hand. He didn't say, hi, howdy, I ate you, nothing. He didn't say. So I was like, wow, that's different.
He also spoke of growing up without ever meeting his father and the impact it has had on his ministry.
I believe that shows the grace and the mercy of God, but also the power of God, that I grew up without a father, never seeing him, and yet and still now he has graciously done so much in my life that now I can be what I never received growing up, and that is just marvelous. That's God. And when I'm given to fatherless children, it feels as though God is giving back to me what I never had.
One person refused to sit on the back of the bus. She changed the ride for all of us. Oh, that's the power of one. Her diary found a light in the dark. A young girl's hope touched millions of hearts. Oh, that's the power of one. One grain of sand can turn the tide. One single spark can light the night. One simple dream, one gentle word, one act of love from someone can start a chain reaction. It all begins in the heart and the power of one.
Thank you, Pastor Stewart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank the others threw stone.
Our lives have been changed forever.
This ministry has changed my life.
With the strength of his
changed my life.
This ministry has changed my life forever. Now
I will never be the same.
That's the power
We
of one.
will never be the same.
One grain of sand can turn the tide. One single spark can light the night. One simple dream, one gentle word, one act of love from someone can start a chain reaction.
Thank you, Pastor Stewart.
Thank you, Pastor Stewart.
Because of you, my life will never be the same.
My life will never be the same.
This ministry has changed my life forever.
Forever.
Thank you, Pastor Stewart. This ministry has changed our lives forever. We will never be the same.
The smallest step can bring on a change. Oh, thank you, Pastor and First Lady. We love you.
And I will never be the same.
This ministry has changed my life forever, and I will never be the same. And may God continue to bless you, First Lady Stewart, and the family.
Because of you, our lives will never be the same.
I want to say thank you to Pastor Stewart, my spiritual father in the gospel. I'm so grateful for this ministry because my life will never be the same.
They are really people I believe God chose and handpicked for just a time like this. And I feel like if I had not been a part of this ministry, I wouldn't have made it. If he hadn't come in my life, taught me the things that he taught us, I wouldn't have made it. And so I say he sent him just for me. You know, you can be a little bit zealous and believe in that. It was just for me and my family. So I thank God for it.